Hola, this is Alex. Welcome back to my channel. Alex in Tenerife. Look, that's my pool. I'm on my balcony at the moment. It's very early. It's about 7:20 in the morning. I thought I'd do it before anybody came out. There's the sea in the background and the pool. This is my balcony. So that's me for the week. It's now Monday morning. I arrived on Saturday, so I've been here a couple of days. And before I do anything else, I do my weight loss for the 2 weeks before that. This is, as I said, this is the end of week 16, so this is for 15-16. The first week, week 15, I lost 1.5 pounds, which is pretty much par for the course. I've been losing, the last couple of months, I've lost 1.5 pounds the first week and then 2.5 pounds the following week. So it's an average of £2 a week, £4 a fortnight. So that I was just on track. I weigh usually Monday or Tuesday. And from that weigh-in where I'd lost 1.5 pounds at the end of week 15, I weighed just before I came on the Saturday morning, and I'd lost nothing. In fact, I'd actually put on 0.5 pound, which I wasn't too concerned about because it does tend to go a little bit like that. You know, you don't. It depends on whether or not you've been to the toilet or anyway. I remember saying to you that I wasn't particularly stressed about going to an all-inclusive place. I didn't have any intention of doing all-inclusive. Like, you could pay for the meals that you had, and I was fine. And then when I got here on Saturday, the receptionist said to me, "Well, we do an all-inclusive package, it's a special offer at the moment. It was £186 for well, it would be 6 days, and it wasn't much less just to pay for, if I had breakfast and lunch every day, wouldn't be much different." So I thought, well, just as well do it. It means I can go and get a Coke or something as a treat from the thing. Don't drink alcohol. I can pop up to dinner if I wanted to do something. If I didn't want lunch, if I wanted to. Anyway, it gave me more flexibility. I thought actually it would help me. I would not be would not feel so stressed and forced to eat more food when I didn't want it, if I knew I could just pop down and get something else later. So that's what I did. And I don't think I'm actually, if I really seriously think about it, I don't think I'm eating huge meals. I am eating. You know, you put things on your plate, you go around your little buffet, and you put a little bit of this and one of those and one of those and a little bit of salad, and all of a sudden you have this full plate. And but then I'm not actually. I took a photograph of before my plate the first lunchtime, and when I'd finished eating it, I might put the photos up because I don't actually eat very much. But the plate in front of me when I started was huge. All fine, the food was fine. No, nothing terrible, but big bowl of salad with some chicken and some bits. But I do feel I'm eating more often. I think that's all it is. I'm not eating more, I'm just eating more often. I'm eating, the first day I came and I had dinner I came for lunch. I arrived in time for lunch, and then I came up for dinner, and I had a little pick at then as well, because I'm having a bowl of ice cream afterwards as well, and a profiterole and things that I really wouldn't normally think of eating, things that would normally turn my stomach. So I'm eating more often, but I'm not sure if I'm eating more food. I just feel, though, I can feel this panic building. I also did some really stupid things, which I used to always do, and I thought, because I was so blasé about it, I thought, no, I'll be fine, I'll do it. And that was to bring certain picks with me, like picky things. So I bought a bag of popcorn, like really nice toffee popcorn, and I bought a really big bag of gummy bears, and I bought a bag of salted cashews. And I say bag, I mean quite a significant size bag, not like a portion, enough that you would normally eat in a week if you're a pig, not what you would eat in a week if you're on Wegovy. So I brought those with me, and I'm picking those all the time, and I don't know. I just feel a little bit of panic rising in me with this whole food business now, with being here. And I tell you, the other thing that I've noticed is, and I'm pretty, again, it goes back to the whole debate, psychological over physiological. What is that? Like the food noise. I'm having food noise. For the first time in months, I'm having food noise. I'm going to bed in the night thinking, well, what am I going to eat in the morning? Shall I just have this? Shall I try a little bit of egg on toast, which is what I eat at home normally anyway? Or is it all right to have a pancake or a churro or stupid? Anyway, it's not even what I'm thinking. It's the fact that I'm thinking it. It's this food noise is back. But is it just because I'm in a place that the last time I was here, I was, well, obviously it wasn't on Wegovy. The last time I was doing anything like this, I was in proper eating mode. Am I just defaulting to that because that's what I associate with these surroundings, or is it actually a physiological thing? I've been on 1 milligram for I don't know if it's 3 months now, or just anyway. Do I need to go up? Is this my body adjusting to that dosage? Do I then need to go up a bit? I don't know. I can't be doing it anyway because I've ordered another 3 months worth of it. So I think I've got 4 months worth of 1 milligram. So I'm on this for the next 4 months at least anyway. Yeah, so the food noise is back and it's disturbing me and it's making me, that panic is coming. I can feel it in my stomach all the time now. They do a couple of special nights. They have an Indian night and they'd have a Mexican night. And I've booked the Indian night, which is for tonight. Now, a couple of weeks ago, my friend was in Portugal, who lives in Spain with me. She was in Portugal for a while and she messaged me. She said, I'm going to bring an Indian takeaway back. Do you want one? And I went, no, I'm not interested. But coming here, they said to me, there's an Indian night. And I booked it. I mean, I did book it straight away without thinking. It was a lot of torture, but I booked it, thinking, well, I may as well. What the hell? I don't have to eat it. So I don't think, as I was so blasé about coming, I don't think I should have been. I think I should have been a little bit more. I think if I'd have been more aware, then maybe I wouldn't be so panicky now and reactive. But then, your brain starts going, and I'm thinking about food really over the last month, I suppose. And I've told you before that the cooking, the smell of cooking really disturbs me. All I want is to be able to pick something up quick in my hand and eat it. I can't think about it. Don't want to think about it. It's not now the panicky thing. It's just, I'm just not interested in thinking about food and planning food normally, or hadn't been. So I started, and then I had this whole thing about, am I never going to have any pleasure out of food again? And all these different things that these different phases that you go through. And what I realized, now I'm starting to think, now I'm here and I'm starting to think about food again and question again. Whereas I'd really got myself to a point where I wasn't constantly questioning, I was accepting. I've started to question again and started to try and reason things through and think about things in more consciously. And what I realised is actually, because I'm not making a conscious effort about food, I think last time I even said, it's just, you don't have to make any effort with this. I realised that the not making any effort has meant that I'm not eating good food. And it's not because I'm wanting bad food, it's that I don't want to be bothered with food. And it's easier to pick up. So I mentioned before about the pasty from Mercadona, and it's this little chicken pasty. I'm having those, but I'm having them with like a handful of oven chips and some baked beans, which is like a children's meal, like chicken nugget kind of thing. I'm actually buying chicken fillets, breaded chicken fillets. It's not chicken nuggets as such, but it's essentially the same thing. I'm eating like a child. I'm eating like a working class child, like, fish fingers. And I'm buying, actually saying that, I'm buying frozen fish in batter, because then I can just chuck it in the air fryer and it's done. And it's not, I haven't eaten processed food since I came to Spain. I've cooked everything from fresh. And I'm not doing that now because I can't face it. So even before coming here, my eating habits had changed. And even though I was starting on the old smoothies and the protein and all of that, I realised that the ordinary food that I was eating, my one meal a day, was pasta. It was beige food, pasta, oven chips, smallest amounts, but like a fourth of what I would have normally eaten years before this. So what I've decided now today, or over the last couple of days, is that this is going to be a reset for me. I've slipped into bad habits, lazy habits more than bad habits. Bad habits to me mean, I'm consciously doing it. It's just been lazy habits. I've been eating food that is just convenient and easy. I do feel that I've said, I'm trying to listen to my body more, and what my body has been craving has been sweets. And I'm justifying eating sweets or craving sweets by saying, well, this medication is developed for diabetes, so it affects your blood sugars, and if my body is craving sugar, then I must need sugar. My blood sugar must be really low. But is that just an excuse? Because actually, all the food I'm eating is complex carbohydrates. I'm probably eating 2 small pieces of bread a day, but still, that. Pasta, it's all complex carbohydrates, rice. So I don't have a way of looking at my blood sugar, but I think maybe that's something that I should have a little look at and see how high my blood sugar is, and maybe that's affecting everything. But because the body is a finely tuned thing, isn't it? And you kind of have to keep the balance. And I really know now, having been here for just 2 days, that I'm not getting that balance at all now. So when I go from here, it's Monday now, I'm back on Saturday. I'm going to try not to panic. I'm going to try just to enjoy it and try and just relax. And when I go back, I'm going to reset. I'm going to look at what I'm eating and make more conscious decisions, healthier choices, and then see where we go. I dread getting on the scales when I go back. I'm convinced that if I go back and I'm the same as I was at my last video weigh-in, and which means I'll have only put on like 1.5 pounds that I lost last week, then that will be an achievement. But I've just got this dread that I'm going to put on a load and be back over 17 stone. I was 16.10 last week. So, today is my weigh-in day, so obviously I don't know what I am. But anyway, that's where I am. So I'm a little bit all over the place. I wanted to be able to come and say to you, it's no problem. Don't worry about going on holiday. Don't worry about having all this temptation around you. And for you, it might be fine. But for me, it's proved to be, it's not even the temptation. It's the laziness. I get into this laziness all the time. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say now. People are starting to move around down there. It's the breakfast opens at 8. I'm going to go down, have a little boiled egg or something, bit of fruit, be sensible, and I shall see you back in Spain. Have a lovely week. Thank you for listening. Fingers crossed for me that the rest of the week is not so stressful. All I'm doing is lying around by a pool. It's not as if you've got any reason to have stress, but anyway. And have a lovely week. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks again.